Igbo Manuel, Afambo, Mazi, Obasiazi, Prosper Ikenna. We crave your indulgence today to use English language to communicate effectively what we want to communicate, for the sole reason that we want to reach a global audience. Now, I am in the studio today to discuss a very, very special and important topic dear to our hearts, which is Christianity versus the Igbo customs and tradition. So we want to dissect the norms. We want to dissect and actually prove if yes or no that Christianity came to take away our custom, our traditional practices, and the rest. So I'm here to discuss this all-important topic with the Language and Preservation Officer at Ahànnà Initiative, Mazi.
Ekene m onye ọma na-ege anyị ntị n'oge awa. Unlike Mazi Ikenna, my name is Mazi Madabuchi Okabo. I'm the Language and Preservative Officer of Ahànnà Initiative. So, why are we here today? We are here today to talk about Christianity and culture. How the Christianity is affecting our traditional practice. So, what am I trying to say today? You know, some people are saying that Christianity is the cause of the problem we are having today in Igbo land, which I have looked into it and said, no, that is not. Because when Christianity came to Igbo land, not in Igbo land only, but to Africa, Christianity, they came with the salvation for us to know the good and the bad, which we are doing that we are not supposed to be doing, and the one that we are supposed to be doing. Then, when Christianity came to, before the Christianity came to Igbo land, yes, we have our own tradition, the way we are living in Igbo land.
Can I just cut you short here? Now, you made a very important point, really. Now, Christianity, what Christianity actually came to do, really, is to bring salvation,
yes,
a way of life to make heaven, really.
Exactly.
Now, do you know that Jesus Christ, the man and divinity that Christianity preach about, do you know he was born in Nazareth?
Yes.
He was a Jewish person, and him being himself preaching the gospel, he had to be born into a community that had a culture and practices. And Jesus actually practiced the customs, the norms of that land. He did Passover, he did a lot of feasts. And these were the customs and traditions that he found himself. He was born in that community. He had to practice their origin. He has to practice their culture. He had to wear their dress, because there are ways you can actually display your culture, including your dress, the kind of dance you dance, the kind of food you eat, right?
They came in order to bring salvation, unlike what my brother Mazi Ikenna have said. Bringing salvation to us is to bring, let's say, Christianity is life. Whoever that says that Christianity is evil, that person is making a mistake. Christianity is not evil. Christianity is life. They bring light to we. They bring light to Igbo land. Because those days, our traditional practice, because why am I saying this is because of what people are saying concerning let's go back to our roots. And that let's go back to our roots has brought a lot of problems in Igbo land, which people are doing evil in the sense that they are doing the culture of our people, in the sense that they are practicing the tradition of Igbo land. They are using it to do evil. But when you ask them, they say they want to go back to our roots. Now, I want to ask, when Christianity came, the only thing that they say that Christianity, that evil that Christianity did to our tradition is that Christianity says, because those days, when you give birth to your twins, they have to kill the twins. Why? They say that twins is a taboo in the land. Those days, when things are happening in the community, they will consult the chief priest of the land. Sometimes they will demand that human beings are supposed to be sacrificed for those things to stop. Okay, when Christianity came, they said no, that these things is not good. That this thing, that human beings are not supposed to be killed. That twins are not taboo. That is God that created all these things. Understand? That all these things are not taboo. That is what Christianity brought to us. That we should leave all those things. That we should stop doing evil. To kill human beings, that is an evil. That we should stop all these things. So that is what Christianity brought to us. For you that is saying that Christianity did, that Christianity is an evil, you are making a mistake. Because you that say that Christianity did not do anything to us, assuming that Christianity did not come, do you know if you or I would have been the next person to sacrifice to the oracle? Do you know if you are the person who will be sacrificed to the oracle today? But when Christianity came, they say we should stop all these things, that all these things are not supposed to be done. Like it is an evil.
In exactly what my brother is saying here, I'd like to read a portion of the scripture which is in Revelation chapter 7 verse 9, which is from the Bible. It speaks of every tribe, every language, people and nations before his throne. This means that Christianity is not against culture. It's not against tribe. It's not against language. And it's not against people and nations. Of which tribes include the Igbo culture, the Igbo language. So imagine if God the Father on the judgment day is still letting you know that every tribe, no matter the tribe, will appear before his throne. So our point exactly is Christianity didn't come to abolish our customs and practices.
Exactly.
It only came to shine the light on us so that we can be exposed to the knowledge of God's word and know those things which are right or wrong. In fact, I need to say this because you talked about the killing of twin. Even if Christianity did not come, it will get to a point, the killing of twin will automatically stop by itself. The killing of twins will automatically stop by itself because at that point in time, the knowledge they have, remember, customs and traditions are not static. They change with generations. It will get to a time when they'll keep killing the twins and they will discover that they needed more hands in the farmland. Because during my last discussion with, I met an elder in the village, so I was like saying, Why do the village people now stop marrying more than 2 wives and 3 wives? And he looked at me. He said that the reason why they married 2 wives, 3 wives those times were because they had large farmlands in the village, right? Large farmlands. And if you marry one person gives birth to maybe 3 children. That one person and the children are not able to tend to all the large farmlands he has. So what do? They have to marry 3 wives, 4 wives, so they can accumulate children that work in the farmlands. But these practices automatically stopped. Even if Christianity did not come, it will still stop because modernization has entered. Lots of people are no more working in the farmlands. So what is the point of getting married to 3 wives, 4 wives to work in your farmlands when your children want to study other professions? Not everybody wants to be farmers. Some want to be doctors, some want to be lawyers, some want to be engineers. You can't force them to go into farm. So these practices would automatically stop one day. So it is not to say that Christianity actually came to destroy our culture. Christianity did not come to destroy our culture. What Christianity came to do was to shine light for us to see some loopholes in our culture and know it is time to stop it. Okay, if Christianity came to stop our culture, to destroy our culture, why didn't it stop the other cultures that we are still practicing today?
Exactly. Even other people's culture. Because it's not only Igbo land that Christianity stopped, Christianity enter. It enters in many countries, in many, in other people's this thing. Like, for instance, we are not the only tribe that they have in Nigeria or in Africa.
In Africa.
And Christianity is all there. So why didn't why didn't they complain that Christianity destroyed their culture or tradition? Understand? It is only in Igbo land that Christianity, stopped their tradition and culture. I doubt what they are saying because I know that Christianity did not do anything to us. It is we that is scattering our culture. It is we that is spoiling our culture, not Christianity. Understand? It is we that is spoiling our culture, not Christianity.
Yes, it is us. And I think where the line is actually is in it is better they say westernization, right?
Yes.
Than placing it on Christianity. And I'll give you a reason. If you say that westernization is having a great impact on our culture, I will believe. But not to say Christianity, of which we have been discussing here on the reasons why it was not Christianity that is doing anything for us. Let me tell you the reason why I say westernization. Everybody is in search of greener pasture, right? The Europeans, they've traveled wide, colonized lots of people, and left a part of their culture in every country or nation that they have touched, right?
Exactly.
And when we Igbos come, we are trying to let the westernization, not Christianity, get into us. And by getting into us, it is affecting everything, including our names, our language, our mode of dressing. When you go out, you don't dress as an Igbo person no more. You decide to wear the Western clothes. You wear Western clothes, you wear suits, you wear all of these things.
Even where you are supposed to represent your tradition. Where you're supposed to represent your culture.
Yes.
You'll be wearing another people's culture.
So
but you are saying that Christianity
it's Christianity. It's not Christianity.
The person
it's not Christianity that's affecting your culture. What is affecting your culture is westernization.
Exactly.
It's westernization. So you are not wearing your traditional attires. You're not eating your traditional foods. What you want to eat noodles. What you want to wear suits. Right? So how does this affect you? It's westernization.
Exactly.
And then, again, it gets so bad to it's entering the names now. Because when you come maybe to a place like Lagos and then your name is, let's say, Chukunonso.
Uh-huh.
Chukunonso, when translated, actually means God is closer. God is with us. God is closer
Yes.
to us. But you feel the name, if you say my name is Chukunonso, people laugh at you. So what do? You shorten the name to Nonso. Shorten the name to Nonso. By shortening the name, you have actually, the name has lost of value. Doesn't have no meanings no more. Doesn't have no meanings no more. And if you know in culture that words really carry power.
Exactly.
Your names really carry power. I met somebody one certain time here in Lagos. My friend back then in school in the East. And her name was Choma Ugu. Choma Ugu. Her name is Choma. Her surname is Ugu. By the time she came to Lagos, she has changed her name. Westernization, this is what it made her do. She wasn't proud of her Choma Ugu name, but others are bearing different kind of names, right? So what did she do? She turned her name to Chomzi Hills. Choma turned to Chomzi. Hills is Ugu. You can see how it's happening. So it's not Christianity that made her do that. What made her do that is westernization.
So now, so what are we saying now? It is westernization that is our problem. Okay, you know, those days in Igbo land, you know, all this Ozo of a title, because now when you look into it, you see many people are becoming Ozo. When you come to Lagos, you see this one, you tell you that is Ozo. Those days, Ozo in Igbo land, you don't eat anyhow. You don't even drink in the beer parlor. You don't even sleep with women. There's a certain place that Ozo goes.
They are prohibited to go to certain places. There are certain
places that are prohibited to go, to enter.
It is held in high esteem. You can never be found lying.
Yes.
Integrity.
But now, a small boy will just wake up because
he's gone to the city and
exactly what we are saying, that is westernization.
He's going to the city and make some money.
Yes. When he makes money, he will come back, you know, and sort some certain elders. Because everybody needs money. It is the hunger that is the cause of, I will not say that it's hunger, it is westernization, that is the cause of the problem. Everybody needs money because you want to make money like others. You will collect money. Those days, the Ozos, they don't lie. Before you become an Ozo in Igbo land, you have to pass some certain stages, some certain process before you become an Ozo in Igbo land. But now, I don't think they are passing those stages. Because they are passing those stages, many people that are calling themselves Ozo, that they give them Ozo in their village. Many people that are calling them, most of them, you see them in any place that you go to, they will be answering Ozo. Many people, I don't think that they pass those process, because those process, as I heard from my, you know, from one elderly man, he said that those days, before you become an Ozo, that you have to stay away, as in you have to stay, you know, you have to go for purification. Maybe you will go, they will send you into a desert or somewhere that you will be alone, maybe for some days. Well, what are you doing? What are you going to be doing there? You will be, you know, praying to your God, consulting other Ozos that have died, the God, you know, the forefathers,
ancestors.
Because what you are going to do, what you are going there to do, is not just an ordinary thing.
It's more like a community service.
Yes.
Selfless service to humanity. Yes.
So you have to be there and consult them to come and help you in this journey, because it's not easy thing. Because and also you have to take an oath before they make you an Ozo. You have to take an oath, and if you lie as an Ozo don't lie, and you don't talk anyhow, you know, reintroduce our culture, our tradition, the way of our living, Instead of blaming Christianity as the cause of our problem, Christianity is not cause of our problem.
Yes. No, Christianity is not.
It can never be cause of our problem. Christianity is light. I'll keep on saying it. It's not, Christianity is not cause of our problem. It's not cause of the problem we are having in our culture today.
Yes, and
It's not the cause of the problem that we are having in
just
culture today.
I think the issue is, like we've already established,
Yes.
Christianity is not the problem. The problem I see is westernization, and westernization actually means cultural superiority.
Yes.
That you feel the Western culture is superior to your culture, and thereby you are adapting it. You understand?
Exactly.
Quite all right. When the Europeans came, when the Europeans came with the message of Christianity, they actually imported some of their cultures, right?
Exactly.
Some of their cultures,
Yes,
some of their cultures,
they come with their culture. Yes.
exactly. So, but when you look at it, some of those cultures are not actually still wrong, because in when you're looking at traditionally, our cultures are to wear wrappers.
Yes.
Over there, the culture is not to tie wrapper.
Yes.
So the point is, we're concluding now that we should go back to our roots. We should go back to our roots. Like, see, verse I read in Revelation chapter 7, verse 9, that speaks about every tribe, every language, people, and nations before his throne. It means that God is still interested in your tribe. God is still interested in you speaking your language, your dialect. God is still interested in you dressing your unique way, right? God is still interested in you eating your unique kind of foods. We should not abandon all of this and put the blame on Christianity. That it is when Christianity entered our land that it abolished a lot of things. No. What is the problem is cultural superiority, or what you call westernization. So thank you very much. Your final words.
So going back to our roots does not mean that we should start, doing native doctors and all these things. When we talk about going back to our roots, we are going back to those things we know that is good in our culture. Like, some people sees masquerade of a thing as a bad thing. For me, I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as a culture. I see it as something that they are using to,
Way of life.
for it is a way of life of a particular community, and everybody has masquerade. Unless when you start using the masquerade to do evil, that is when it becomes evil. But when you are doing masquerade in a way that you're supposed to be doing it, it's not a bad thing. Understand? So when you see someone and I say that masquerade is a bad thing, I'm against the person. So, but when you tell me that going back to our root is when you start doing all this okite, some people will say that abịa na Igbo asị na dibịa ma ha, dibịa na-ama ama. Onye gbaketa mbọ ma nwere ife ọ ga-egbu sị na dibịa ma ya. Ọ naluo na village ọchụ ofu ọfịa mmepe ke akwa red ke vutewe mụnyewe ọkụ mewe gbogbo tigbo je gwọta ọgwụ tii n'ime ya. From there they will start doing evil. Ọ bụ na eme afọ na onwere ihe na-agakwu na dibịa ama ha, eweziere ya bidozie evil thing. They will start doing evil things there. Yes. They will start doing evil things with the dibịa ama ha.
Thank you.
So, because going back to our roots, let's go back to those good things.
Yes.
Understand? Instead of going back to those bad ones, let's go back to those good things that we know that our culture accepted.
Yes. And the final word. We are Igbo and we are Christians. We do not worship idols, but we wear our heritage with honor. And the reason I say this is because Christ is not against culture. He is actually the fulfillment of it. I'd like you to like this page, follow this page, and if you're hungry for more, tune in next week. Thank you.
Our culture must stand.